Skyscrapers can literally destroy themselves just because they lack revolving doors at the entrance. Sounds absurd, right? How could a massive steel and concrete structure depend on something as small as a door? As you approach the entrance, you are forced to slow down and pass through a heavy glass door, spinning at its own steady pace. We often assume it is just for luxury, crowd control, or even security, but the truth is completely different. So what makes them only appear in skyscrapers? Let's find out today on Simple Why. The story begins in 1888 when American inventor Theophilles Vancel patented the world's first revolving door. He called it the storm door structure. Ironically, he never created it for skyscrapers. According to historical accounts, Vancel simply disliked the social custom of holding doors open for other people during cold weather. He wanted a door that required no waiting, no awkward politeness, and no freezing blast of air every time someone entered or left a building. What started as a solution to a personal annoyance would eventually solve one of the biggest engineering problems modern skyscrapers would ever face. Today, most people assume revolving doors exist because they look elegant, help manage crowds, or improve energy efficiency. Those are all true, but they're actually just side benefits. The revolving door has a much more important job. You see, a skyscraper behaves like a giant chimney. During winter, the warm air inside the building naturally rises upward. It slowly escapes through tiny gaps near the roof, windows, elevator shafts, and ventilation systems. As that warm air leaves from the top, it creates lower air pressure near the ground floor. That pressure difference begins pulling freezing outside air directly toward the entrance. Engineers call this phenomenon the stack effect, and the taller the building becomes, the stronger this invisible force gets. Inside a super tall skyscraper on a freezing winter day, this pressure can create winds of up to 32 kilometers per hour right inside the lobby. Now imagine trying to open a normal swinging door against that pressure. It can require over 45 kilograms, or nearly 100 pounds, of force just to pull it open. For children, elderly people, or anyone carrying heavy luggage, that becomes surprisingly difficult. And every single time the door opens, another wave of expensive heated air escapes outside, while freezing cold air rushes into the building. That's exactly where the revolving door reveals its true purpose. Because technically, it's not really a door. It's a continuous airlock. Think about a spacecraft or a submarine deep underwater. You can't simply open the outer door and walk outside. First, you enter a small chamber. The first door closes behind you. Pressure becomes balanced, and only then does the next door open. A revolving door works almost exactly the same way. People can keep moving continuously, but the building never has one giant opening exposed to the outside. One section opens outward, while another remains sealed inward. This prevents huge volumes of air from rushing in or escaping all at once. In simple words, the revolving door is always open for people, but always closed for air. So the next time you walk through one at the entrance of a skyscraper, remember, you're not just entering through a luxurious doorway, you're actually operating a massive pressure control valve, one that quietly keeps the entire building comfortable, energy efficient, and under control. But once you step beyond that invisible barrier, another mystery begins. If engineers have already solved the problem at the entrance, then why can't an elevator simply take you directly from the ground floor all the way to the top of a skyscraper?